Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monster Box episode 3. It is Friday, not Monday morning, which, if you're wondering what I'm referring to there, is my buddy Morgan, the Coffee Bean GM. His channel will be linked below. He took one of my Monster Box videos. Well, firstly, he took one and ran it against me in a game, so that's pretty amazing. And then he took another one and did a whole encounter with it and converted it to Shadow of the Demon Lord. So you must go check out his channel. Now, this is episode 3 and we're covering the Salask, which, as you saw by the thumbnail, is a disgusting tentacled monster. It is going to be the boss of your dungeon, maybe a mini boss to an entire campaign. This thing is insidious, disgusting, it plays with your mind and just really wants to kill and eat you. So let's dive into the stats quickly and then we'll talk some more about flavour. So to start with, it's got a very low armour class because it's a big bloated mass that doesn't really move much. So it's only got 14 armour class, but it's got 220 hit points. Its speed is only 15 feet because it's just this big kind of blubbery mass and it can drag itself by its tentacles, but not very quickly. Its climb speed, however, is 30 feet because it can sort of elasticate and use itself to and pull itself up just as quick. It's strong with its tentacles. It's got high wisdom because it is used to playing with people's minds. Everything else is pretty standard, apart from its dexterity and its intelligence, which are both quite low. So it speaks Abyssal, or understands Abyssal, but can't really speak it, because it's basically, if not a demon, it's definitely the servant to a demon. It has blind sight and dark vision both at 60 feet because it lives in caves and never leaves them. In addition, well, actually no, let's go on to the attacks first. So it has multi-attack, and it can make either one tentacle attack and one fear sting attack, which we'll get into, or it sings its dread song. So, firstly we'll talk about the tentacle. Plus 5 to hit, 1d8 bludgeoning damage, very simple, just poof. But the other two abilities that you just heard about are the more important ones. Firstly, the fear sting. Plus 5 to hit, and it does a d4 piercing damage. And this is a tentacle with a massive long kind of needle on it that jabs into the target. On a successful hit, the target must succeed on a con save or become poisoned with fear venom. Any creatures poisoned with fear venom take 1d4 damage per round and see their deepest fears come to life in front of them. So if your character is afraid of spiders, suddenly the whole world is covered in giant spiders, you know. However, they see the Salask as a protector and some benevolent figure and are drawn towards it, which you can imagine. You know, you see spiders everywhere and all of a sudden there's this Salask which appears as a beautiful woman, for example. And so you want to crawl towards it, and that's how the Salask manages to catch its food without having to move. Hence it's so bloated and fat and disgusting. Not unlike myself. And the dread song. The Salask sings its horrific song, calling forth fear and anxiety from the target's very being. The target must succeed in a DC 14 wisdom save or take 5d6 damage. They take half on a success, but on a fail, they also take 1d2 charisma damage, which lasts for 24 hours. So this song kind of rewrites the fabric of their being, and all they know is fear, and they just kind of lose all sense of righteousness and that kind of thing. So that's pretty much all the stats. But let's talk a bit about where you want to place this in your game. So maybe with this kind of monster, it wants to be at the end of a dungeon. I mean, these things live underground and never move. It's this white, blubbery, disgusting beast, and you can find them, and I'll be using them, and have used them, underground, locked away, Maybe a wizard was experimenting on it, trying to extract the venom from the fear sting, but the wizard was drawn by its dread song and killed. Or maybe maybe it leads a gang of mind flayers or something in the Underdark, and they do its bidding because they believe that it's the true embodiment of terror or some such. So really, this thing is at home controlling things, manipulating things, but also just being a total bastard to your players and draining their charisma. So this is going to be a very, very short one, only about 5 minutes long. Actually, I don't know how short that is, but hey, so thank you very much for watching. Seriously, go check out Morgan's videos, because the dude is awesome. One of my favourite people and one of my favourite GMs. Also, if you want to find any of the other Monster Box videos, you can find them on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and happy gaming.